ever catch yourself thinking, wow, she has it all, or her life is so together? For every girl you see and think that, another girl is looking at you thinking the exact same thing. Welcome to This Is For Us. My name is Noelle, and between my own life's journey and working with hundreds of women, I've realized we're all way more alike than we think. We share the same struggles, the same emotions, and we're not meant to do it all alone. Think of this podcast as a safe space to be yourself and get real. Like those talks where you go to your best friend for advice. I'm here to remind you that you are irreplaceable and it's time to start acting like it. We're all just trying to figure it out, and we can change the narrative of feeling alone. This is for you. This is for me. And this is for us. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of This Is For Us. I hope that you are having a really good day right now. I am having a really good day, and I'm having a good day because it is absolutely beautiful outside. It is the most perfect day for, I feel like, the first weekend in a really long time in Knoxville. It is actually not raining. The sun is shining, and it is beautiful. And I got up this morning. Alan and I took our two babies. We took Palin and Cash to go for a walk. I walked 2.2 miles today, lots of twos. And I don't know, I was just walking thinking about how grateful I am that I got to get up this morning and that there's beautiful weather and the sun is shining and we got to go and spend that time and do that. And y'all, I know that I've been posting a lot about it on Instagram lately, but I really, if you need something for yourself right now, if it's that you need time or you need space or your brain, you've got brain fog or you're lacking creativity or you just feel like this lack of clarity in your life or you feel overwhelmed, or I know this might sound weird, but even if you feel lonely or if you've been looking in the mirror lately, like, God, I just am not taking good care of myself, or I wish I could just start exercising, or y'all, just if you don't even know what you need, but you need something, I really think that you should try walking. I'm telling you, you don't have to feel like you have to have on a perfect outfit or put makeup on or fix your hair. I mean, y'all have seen some of these outfits that I post. I will literally get out of bed and throw my hair up, literally make a cup of coffee and walk outside and just go. And y'all, you can do that. Like, find anywhere around your house that you're not going to see a soul. You don't know anybody. You don't see anybody. Nobody's going to talk to you, and just go get by yourself. I walk around and talk out loud sometimes. I just talk to God. I talk to the universe. I talk to Palin and Cash, talk to myself. And I don't know, just knowing that I'm moving my body and I'm out in the fresh air and the sunshine. I don't know. There's just something about it. And I just think that it has really done amazing things for me. And I think that you all should try it. Several of you have sent me videos of yourself walking or pictures of yourself walking, and it lights me up because I know that we're like holding each other accountable, you know? And sometimes when I see other people doing things, I'm like, well, Noelle, if she can do it, you can do it. And that's the reason why I've been posting me walking on my stories, because it has been such a good thing for me. And I'm like, if one of y'all, one of my friends sees me out walking around in the church parking lot, then maybe you will get up and be like, you know what? I've got 10 minutes. I'm just going to go walk some circles around my house, or I'm just going to go walk up and down the street for a minute. And it's just kind of like addicting is maybe strong, but I just really look forward to it. Like this morning, I got out and was just walking around in the fresh air, and I was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing feeling. And I just want y'all to feel that too. So anyway, I knew that this episode today was going to be kind of a little bit of a babble. And it's because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I was listening to it because it's Sarah Jessica Parker. And, Sarah Jessica Parker played Carrie in Sex and the City, still does. Well, it's now called And Just Like That, but still. And y'all know that I adore, love, obsessed, whatever we want to call it, with Sex and the City. If you have not seen it, I highly, highly, highly recommend watching it. To me, it is one of those shows that just, y'all are probably going to think I'm so dramatic, but changes your life. And that's what it did for me. And this podcast was very heavily based, like my logo for This Is For Us was very based on Sex in the City. It was just such a show that celebrated women and friendship and girls and having a place, a group of people even to call home, place to feel safe, and a group of people that you never felt judged. You could tell them anything, they would go through it with you. Just pure, beautiful women friendships. And that's what I always have wanted to create with This Is For Us, is a place of belonging, like I tell you all the time. And so, yeah, it was very heavily based on Sex in the City. And I absolutely adore Carrie, Sarah Jessica Parker. And so she did an interview based, probably more so based on And Just Like That. That is the sequel to Sex in the City. But she was doing an interview and I was listening to it. And she said something when she was talking about Carrie, and it really stuck with me. And I wanted just to kind of talk to y'all about it because it gave me goosebumps when she said it. And I have it written down here because I don't want to butcher what she said. But she said, if Carrie had been a stellar human being, there would have been no show. And I was like, oh my God, she's so right. If Carrie would have been this perfect human, which in my eyes, and I'm sure in a lot of y'all's eyes, if you're a Sex and the City fan, Carrie was perfect to you. But if you really start thinking about it, and when I was listening to Sarah Jessica Parker talk about Carrie, she was talking about how that Carrie got so much hate back in the day because she would make these mistakes, or she would always take these risks with fashion and wear just the most ridiculous things that didn't go together at all. I mean, she was sleeping with Big, who was a married man, which is obviously very frowned upon. But again, Carrie said, if she would have been a stellar human being, there would have been no show. And I was like, how perfect is that? Like, that is exactly how our lives are. And it really got me thinking, and I want you all to think about that. If we were perfect, there would be no life. We would have no life. Our life is a show. I say to y'all all the time, we are the main characters of our own story, of the show that is our life, the reality show that we are literally living every single day. We are, like, I am the Carrie Bradshaw of my life. You are the Carrie Bradshaw of your life. You are not the supporting actress. You're not the supporting role. You are the lead. And if you were perfect, if every single thing about your life was perfect, what main character would there be? There would be no heroine. There would be no villain. There would be no shit to get in and out of. Like if your heart never got broken and you recovered from it, if you never went through friendship breakups, or if you never got fired, or if you never had your husband leave you or cheat on you, or if you never went through the most shitty relationship in the world, or the most shitty friendship, or this depressive time in your life where you thought you were never going to come out on the other end, if all these shitty things never happened to us, we would have no stories to tell. We would have no heroic moments where we saved ourselves, or we rose from the ashes, or we found the beauty in the despair. We would never have any of that. And so, just like Sarah Jessica Parker was talking about with Carrie, if she didn't go out and make a terrible decision to sleep with a married man, which y'all, I mean, okay, we can hate on her for that. Of course, she slept with a married man and that sucks. That was a terrible decision, but we've all made terrible decisions. I've done things that I'm not proud of. You've done things that you're not proud of. You've made decisions that you're like, God, I shouldn't have done that. Or I'm sure that you have been a mean girl to somebody once in your life, or you've backstabbed someone, or you've taken someone's boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. That doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. And now, if someone decides to continuously be a villain and continuously hurt other people and harm other people, that's one story. But we have all been the villain in someone else's story at some point, but then we've also been the hero. I'm sure that there are people that I've crossed paths with in my life that would be like, God, Noelle's a monster. She did this to me, or she did that to me, or I'm a villain in their story and I hate it now. I don't want to be a villain to anyone because I know that I'm a good person. I know that I am a girl's girl and would live and die by the people in my life that I love. I know that, but I am not that heroic version in everyone's life. Like I am just a passing person in someone else's reality show. I'm an extra. You know what I mean? And so just because you have made a poor choice or that you have made a bad decision, it doesn't mean that you are a bad version of yourself or that you're a bad person. It just means that you're living your life and you're learning and you're growing and you're making bad choices and then making great ones. And then you're making really stupid choices and then you're learning from them and doing better next time. And that's life. And without all the ups and downs, there would be none of it. It would be so boring. There would be nothing to watch. Think about it. You turn on a show because of the twists, because of you watch the mistakes that they've made, and then you watch them save themselves, or you watch the heartbreak, or you watch the cheating, or you watch the backstabbing. And then it somehow pulls itself back together again and it all makes sense and they've gotten better from it or they just keep getting worse. I don't know. Like it's just the cinema of it all. And I don't know if this is making sense with where I'm going, but my whole point of this episode today is that if you and if we were stellar, perfect human beings, our lives would be really freaking boring. And I don't know how much worth living that they would be because all the shit that's happened to us is what has gotten us here today. And it's the reason that we are the women that we are. Like the shitty choices that I've made, the heartbreaks that I've lived through, the hearts that I have broken, the bad things that I've done. And y'all, I have been in relationships before where I have done really shitty things to them. I have broken up with guys in ways that I really shouldn't have done that. It was really shitty of me. And then I've turned around and I've gotten my heart broken. And y'all know better than anybody, I have been through heavy heartbreak in my life. Heartbreaks that I didn't think I was going to make it out of because I was so distraught. But it's made me who I am and it's made me a better friend to help someone else through it. It's made me great at giving advice. And I mean, I literally think that that's one of my life's purposes is this podcast and helping other women see how amazing they are and see that they're stronger than they could have ever realized and just kind of being their cheerleader in that you can get through this and you are going to be okay and you can do it. And, you know, I'm talking a lot about Sex and the City in this episode, but I really think that Sex and the City is one of the things that helped me get through some of the things that I've been through. And so listening to her and hearing her say that, I just thought that it was the coolest thing in the world to hear. And I wanted to share it with y'all because I think it's something that we all should be reminded of when we're in our darkest hour, in our darkest moments, when we're really not proud of ourselves or really not proud of the choices that we've made. I do think that it's worth remembering that without all the shitty moments, we wouldn't have any stories to tell. We wouldn't be a binge-worthy show. We wouldn't be a binge-worthy main character that people are obsessed with and they want to know how it ends, you know? So anyway, I don't know. That was my point of today, is that through all the bad, there is good. And in the good, there is bad. It's all about contrast and it's all about the ups and downs and the roller coasters and the shit that we're going to get in and get out of, the heartbreak, the love, the friendship, the not so great friendships, all of the things. But our lives are just this beautiful combination of all of it. And so again, her quote, if Carrie had been a stellar human being, there wouldn't have been a show. And if you and I were perfect, there would not be a life worth living because ours are beautiful and we are lucky to get to be living them. So go for a walk today. Think about yourself. Think about your life. Think about anything in your life that you love and anything that you don't love. And if there's something that you don't love, change it, fix it, Do something different. And then if you hate that too, change it again. That's okay. We get to do that. And it's freaking cool when you're really thinking about it. Like, we get one life and we get to write the most beautiful, crazy, obnoxious, stupid, dumb, happy, exciting, up and down story that we could ever possibly write. And I think that that's really cool. And together, I want us to remember that we have the power to write whatever story we want. Like, we truly do have that. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to stop babbling. I hope that y'all have stayed with me and I haven't lost you. As always, I know that you could be doing anything with your precious time right now. And the fact that you're sitting, hanging out with me means the world. That means everything to me, is your friendship, our relationships, this community that we're building. If you've reached out to me, if you've DM'd me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I love it. I love reading it. I appreciate it. If there's something that you want to see more of about my life or about me that you can, that you're like, God, we're so much alike, or I would love to see how she does this or what she thinks about this, or can we talk about this in the Facebook group or on the podcast, please send it to me. It would mean the world. I live for when y'all message me. But anyway, I hope you have the best week. I'm cheering you on and I love you all. And thank you for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening. I know you could be doing anything in the world right now, so the fact that you've chosen to spend this time with me means everything. If this episode resonated with your heart, or if you have a topic you'd like me to touch on, please shoot me a DM on Instagram at Noelle Roberts Coley. I'd love to hear all about it and thank you personally for listening. If you want to know how to support the podcast, I'd be forever grateful if you'd share it with a friend and leave me a 5-star review. Until next time, please remember that we're all just trying to figure it out. We're in this together, and this is for us. I'll see you soon.